The Memorial Day Flowers Foundation works with families, organizations, and businesses to make floral tributes to those who bravely served our country. Now, with us this morning is retired Colonel Mikel Burrows, from the Victory for Veterans Foundation. And thank you so much for your service.
Well, thank you, and thanks for having us again.
Yeah, last year you were on the show. You made such an impact, and we all thought, what a brave and what an amazing man to work so hard and to pay it forward and to love others so much. So talk about the flower on every grave. How did it do last year after you were on the show?
It went crazy. We had over 200 volunteers. We raised over $8,750, and we laid 8,750 roses. It was awesome.
My gosh, Michael, that's huge.
Yeah.
What's this year's goal for Fort Logan?
Well, we're hoping to double. 16,000 is where we want to get. We've raised over $7,000 already before I even came on the show, so we're really hoping to run to the finish line and meet that goal.
We can do that.
I know we can do it.
You can go online. The website is memorialdayflowers.org, memorialdayflowers.org. How can you reach over 122,000 graves at Fort Logan?
The big thing that we really need to do is we need for businesses and corporations here in Colorado to step up to the plate. We've had two great donors already this year. We've had American Legion Post 178 that donated $2,000 and was a silver sponsor, and we had Gigaspan Solutions Inc. out of Centennial give $2,500 already. And that's how we're going to grow it. I mean, we'll eventually get there.
So big or small businesses can really make an impact and help out.
They can make a huge impact.
How can they help out? What should they do, the first thing?
Well, they just need to contact me, and we can set it up, and we can work out an annual arrangement, you know, to where they can be a silver sponsor. Silver sponsor is $2,000 annually, and that's tax deductible. So I think it's a great thing for us here in Colorado, and we have so many loved ones buried at Fort Logan, over 122,000 graves that we're going to try to cover here in the next couple of years. But we keep growing it, and the families that come out and do this with their children, it's the true meaning of what Memorial Day is, honoring those people that have served our country either in combat or just in service.
And how much is it for a silver sponsor?
$2,000.
Oh gosh, you can do it. Come on, if there's a small business, a large business, you can, and you write it off, $2,000, and you're paying it forward and you're blessing others. It gives you goosebumps to think about it, doesn't it?
When you're there, it's unbelievable.
So if individuals want to bring their own flowers, or maybe if they want to volunteer, can they do that?
Right, they can go to the website and they can sign up to volunteer. We just ask them to at least bring a dozen roses with them. But with great companies, you know, we're going to have plenty of roses. We usually give out at least 2 buckets to each family.
Good.
And they can go to a section that they want to go to if they have a loved one buried there, and memorialize it.
Oh, that's
wonderful.
Really nice. What are the times of the event this year?
We're going to start at 8 in the morning, or excuse me, 8 o'clock in the morning, a little military there. 8 a.m. in the morning is when we have to unload and unpack all the roses, so if we can get a few of our volunteers to come out and help me then, that would be great. But 9 o'clock, the event kicks off. We'll be handing out the roses, and we'll be sending them out to their sections. It usually only takes about 2 hours to get the mission accomplished, and then they can go off to other activities, or they can stay right there at Fort Logan for their ceremony. And
to see the impact on the families when they're handing out flowers and looking at the flowers. Yeah. Again, go to memorialdayflowers.org, memorialdayflowers.org. What other activities does Victory for Veterans have going on?
Well, we've got a big event coming up on 29 June, starting at Rocky Mountain Harley-Davidson, one of our big sponsors. It's called the VFV Ride. It's a poker run. It's helped raise money for reducing veteran suicide and bringing awareness. Nice. And we're hoping that we get a lot of riders for that this year. 29 June.
Now, how do they register for that?
They just go online. I've got a Facebook page. The VFV Ride is out there as well, or they can go on victoryforveterans.org.
Victoryforveterans.org.
Right.
Okay, and now quickly tell me about the Ride for Vets. Over 7,727 miles.
Second year.
What?
Yeah. So another nonprofit that I work for, RIP Medical Debt, out of New York. It's a charity. We actually raise money to abolish health care debt for civilians and for veterans. And I'm going to be riding 7,727 miles the 2nd of June through the 16th of June, covering all of the Northwest, the West, and the Southwest to raise $50,000 to abolish $5 million in veteran health care.
So what do we do? Can we sponsor you? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a page out there. I've got a page for that as well.
Okay.
It's called the RIP Ride for Vets on Facebook, and it'll take you to a donation page. And you can donate. Again, it's tax deductible because it's a charity.
Right.
And the nice thing about it is when we abolish this debt, there is no 1099 requirement for the recipient.
Oh,
it's
wow.
a gift.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
And
Colonel Michael Burrows, you are an amazing man. You really are. Thank you for everything that you're doing.
I love what I do, and I'm
Yeah.
here to support veterans.
You are a blessing. For more information about the Memorial Day Flowers Foundation and to support the work of Victory for Veterans, go to memorialdayflowers.org.